Everybody, today is Sunday, September 29th. It's 8:34 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go on over to Starbucks. I'm gonna get $9 and a penny for 4.2 miles. Oh, there were a lot of people inside of that Starbucks, and the Catholic Church down the street is just getting out, and there is a lot of cars. I don't know if I should chance it or not. I think I'll chance it. Maybe all the time I spent inside of the Starbucks, the traffic has died down, I hope, because I like to usually go this way to get out of here. Uber Eats, oh gosh, how many items? Well, I mean, that looks okay. Boy, it must be really, 10 items. All right. All right, I'll tell you about that one in a little bit. But let's get this dropped off first. It looks like it's gonna be a busy day.
Green Valley Parkway.
I'm gonna be driving 5 minutes from here, 2.2 miles. Meet at the door, and I'm gonna need a pin. I'm turning into the neighborhood, and they said to ring the doorbell, so I shall ring their doorbell. It's 8:46 a.m.
Right on Aqua Lane.
It's Sunday morning, and the traffic has been light, but they got a lot of oddball people on the road driving like they own the road.
Right on Aqua Lane. Then turn right on
Which
Grand
is
Ridge Drive.
irritating. But that's Sunday for you. Everybody comes out and they think, well, they own the road, since they think nobody's on the road, so they can do whatever they want. Let's see, I'm gonna go around the bend here, and then it's like a maze to get over here. Around this bend, it's going to be on the left-hand side. They only ordered one drink. It's a good amount of money to pay for just delivering a single drink. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Now they're telling me, like, maybe the code.
Drop off.
It's like, don't text me all kinds of crazy stuff while I'm trying to freaking drive. All right, I see it. It's on the left. Let me turn around. Very odd person. One up is also from Uber Eats, and I have to go over to Walgreens. I'm gonna have to do a little shopping there, shop for 10 items, and I'm gonna get $11.27 to drive 3 miles. I got all of the items for the customer. The only problem is that many of the Gatorade flavors that the customer wanted, they did not have. So I hit can't find item, and it brought up other options, or one other option for each one, saying this is what we recommend getting. So they had those recommendations, and I got them. And the customer, I couldn't get a hold of the customer. And I know that if I get nothing, they're going to reduce the tip. So I'm like, well,
in a quarter
I'm just gonna get all the substitutes and move on, and they're either gonna be happy. I'd rather take the gamble that they're gonna be happy and I'm gonna get the tip, or they're not gonna be happy. But if I knew 100% they wouldn't be happy if I got nothing. And so that's why I got the substitutes, and they're Gatorades. I mean, and the alternate items that they were suggesting were not, the kind of flavors. They're the most common flavors that a customer would like. So I think I'm pretty much safe. So 4 minutes, 1.5 miles. I'm hopping on the freeway. It looks like I'm going to an apartment, and it's a leave at the door. Well, we're here at the complex, and I hope they marked their building right. My guess is that I'm looking at the map to see where we are. It looks like they did it right. So let me try entering the code and see if I can get in. Well, the code doesn't seem to be working. There it goes. I guess I entered it wrong the first time. I'm gonna make a left over here, and I think it's all the way down at the end on the left for the building that they're in. There was a map at the entrance, so I kind of gave it a quick look-see, and it showed that the building that I need to go to is at the far end on the left. Unless I'm dyslexic, then it's the far end on the right. But after that, I'm not sure where it's at. Let's see. Yep, this is the right building that they wrote down. Let's see. Shoot, I think I can pull up right up to their door. Yeah, this is it right here. Awesome. Time is 9:52 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash. The first one I'm gonna be going to is Smart and Final, and then the second one I'm gonna be going to is going to be Bad Owl Coffee Roasters. I'm doing them like in reverse order because of just where they're located. So the first one that came in was $6 to go to Bad Owl Coffee Roaster for 2.6 miles. And then the second one that came in was the add-on, and it was $8 for an additional 1.8 miles. And I don't know what makes more sense as far as which one to do first. I just thought, I don't want the coffee to get cold, so maybe I should do the Smart and Final first. But I don't know if that's going to add on more miles or not. So maybe I'll just switch them back, since the default said to first go to Bad Owl Coffee Roasters. Everything was easy to find, really fast to get in and out. The worst part about the whole experience had to be, of course this guy's turning right when I'm backing out. The worst thing, and here comes the guy with the shopping cart. Perfect timing. Well, the worst part about this whole experience was the This guy getting my nerve. Excuse me. It's like, would you go already? It's like, I want to tell you guys the worst part of this experience, but I think this is the worst part of the experience. I think it's happening right now. So currently the worst part of this day has been this just backing out of this parking spot and having a guy trying to make a turn, and then as soon as he passes, the guy's returning the shopping cart back to the cart return, so I can't back up. Those are the worst things that happen. You saw the truly bad thing about today so far was that huge 16-pound bag of ice that I had to pick up. And then I put it into one of those, into my Grubhub bag, so that way when I have to drop it off, I'll have handles to use to take care of it. So it won't be too bad. Oh my gosh. We have just a couple of minutes to go, and we'll be at Bad Al Coffee Roasters to pick up the second part of this order, and I think I'm dropping them off at the same place. Well, that all worked out just fine. The order was ready, no waiting. The parking here is terrible right now. This was the last parking spot close to the coffee shop. But I did it. I got it all taken care of. And now I'm gonna head on over to the drop-off. Both deliveries are for the same customer, so I don't have to go very far. 1.4 miles, 3-minute drive to drop off both deliveries. I think the plan will be to first drop the Bad Al Coffee order at the door and then head back for the Smart and Final stuff, just in case they open the door while I'm delivering. That will be that will make it so that they take their food order in immediately, and they can deal with that. And I'm sure the low priority is the Smart and Final. It's gonna be on the right hand side. I just got to get the right address. This house here with this big old pod.
The customer requested you leave
Looks
the
like they
order
just
at their
moved
door.
here.
They added the following instructions. The time is 10:42 a.m.
I got an offer from Uber Eats, and it's to go to 2 different places. I'm gonna have to first go to Roberto's Taco Shop, and then after that I'm gonna have to head on down to Brecky Bagels. I'm gonna get $16.02 for 6.9 miles. The order was not ready. I had to sit there and wait, and they were not even sure what order they were supposed to be making. They're like asking me what's the name of the person. They're asking me, well, what did they order? I guess they were kind of getting overwhelmed. They had a lot of orders come in at the same time, so they were trying to, keep their head above water and make sure they didn't mix up any of the orders. But I got the food, and that's all that matters. So the next place I'm going to is Brecky Bagels, and that's just a couple of minutes from here, 0.4 miles. And sometimes this particular place, they have problems with their delivery system, and sometimes the order is not there. So I've had problems with them in the past, and I'm just preparing myself for a situation where I'm only going to have one delivery. News, the order was ready, so there was no waiting, which was awesome. Now I have to head on down 10 minutes from here, 3.8 miles, to drop off the Roberto's order. It's a house, and it is a leave at the door. Okay, we're just about there. I don't know if the gate's gonna be open or not, and I have no gate code. Oh, the gate is open. Nice. They must be leaving the gate open during the daytime and only close it at night, I guess. The last time I was here, it was open as well. Well, it's going to be around the bend and the first house on the right. And it's just the Roberto's order and a leave at the door. And then I'll have that one more delivery to go, and I'm going to be done for the day. Let's see here. Okay, this is it. Roberto's. No problems delivering that order. The next one is going to be just 0.8 miles from here, a 3-minute drive.
Turn right on Blue Orchid Lane, then turn
It
left on
looks
Blue
like it's a house. Please note that the neighborhood is, and they said the name, it is not this neighborhood, it is this neighborhood. Gate code, please do not knock or ring the bell, and just leave it at the front door. All right, I will try to make sure I enter the right neighborhood. This is the neighborhood that they said to look out for, so I don't think I got it confused, but now I have to enter the gate code. And the gate code worked. Let's start heading towards this house,
Turn left
drop
on
it
Viaduct,
off,
then turn left on Viaduct
and be
to the back.
done with it. Let's be done. I don't think I've ever been in this neighborhood, but this neighborhood looks like most other neighborhoods. It looks pretty
Turn left
pretty normal. There's nothing really unusual about it. Oh, someone has a boat. They must take that over to Lake Mead and do boating. Sounds like an expensive hobby if you ask me. It's gonna be on the left-hand side.
Drop off on the left.
Oh, let's start looking. Yeah, it's this house on the left. I'll turn it around. Oh, it looks like a little castle. That's kind of fancy.